on, boys and girls? It's your boy Big John from Bodyforward, and today I want to talk about something that sounds like a contradiction, but it's not. If you see a lot of my videos before, I always talk about how you should lift proper, with a proper form. Don't sacrifice form when lifting. Always stay structured and proper. But I'm going to tell you something. That is only in the lifting world. That is only when you're lifting weights. That is only when you're at the gym. In the real world, there's nothing that's even. And I came to this conclusion because one day I was lifting weights and I put these insoles in my shoes. And I was switching my shoes out, I was taking my boots off and I was putting my shoes on when I was in the gym, and I was putting the insoles in. But I forgot to put one of the insoles in. But I didn't feel it, so I was up a little bit higher. One of my feet were a little bit more elevated. And it was a squat day. It was a leg day, so I was doing squats, I was doing deadlifts, and my workout was fine. Right? So I go in the room, I start changing, and I say, oh shit, I forgot to put an insole in one of the shoes. And I started wearing, I was like, oh man, you know, I'm gonna be all like dysfunctional. My muscles are gonna get all fucked up now. And I realized, I just used some logic. I said, wait a minute. When in nature is anything level? I mean, look at a log. If you gotta lift a fucking log up, it's not straight where you could put a where you could put a leveler on it. And you say, oh wow, look, that's perfectly straight. No, there's nothing like that in nature. If you want to climb a tree, if you want to lift up a rock, if you want to move something, nothing is level, nothing is perfect. Nothing is going to be as straight as the bar. Stay there 1 minute. When the fuck in nature are you going to find something like this? When are you going to find something straight like this that's easy to grip and hold? You don't. This is made, this is man-made. But you know what? Most things we do in nature require strength, require some kind of movement and functionality. So that structure shit only applies in the weightlifting world, and the reason why it is because you're using so much energy and you're trying to lift up so much weight that you need the proper form, because you're usually going above and beyond what you're doing, and because you're doing it so many times and so long that you don't want to fatigue and then injure yourself because you're stupid. Your body's just getting tired also. In nature, if I'm climbing a tree, the tree is not straight and even like a pull-up bar that I could pull up on. No, my arms and my body is going to be in all different awkward asymmetrical positions to move up and down. If I'm lifting something off the ground, the floor isn't completely flat, the ground isn't completely flat, it's uneven, it's unleveled, so my body's going to be different. It's going to be different when I'm lifting up. Your body's designed that way. And if you ever notice, if you ever work out in the yard or you ever do something manually, and even though you lift weights, you say, yeah, I'm a big strong fucking guy, I could lift weights, this and that, and you don't really do anything outside, you don't do any manual labor outside or anything like that, hard labor, try doing that. I can guarantee you the next day, you're gonna feel that shit. Because you're working out your body differently. Remember how to build muscle, your body has to adapt to different stimuli? Well, guess what? That's different stimuli too. And you should include that in your working out. Climb a fucking tree. Lift up a rock. Move, wrestle with somebody. Wrestling is something that's also very awkward. Just don't do Greco-Roman, you know, because they didn't believe in clothes, you know. You do Greco-Roman, you know, you might get some things in your face that you don't want. Or maybe you do want, depending, I don't know. But anyway, when you do something like that, think about nature. Nature is uneven, but we're designed to move in nature. So don't think anytime when you do something, everything has to be perfect. Remember when you lift, because you hear a lot of people say, form is perfect, your form has to be perfect, your form has to be perfect. Yes, in the weightlifting world. Many other times, you're not going to be able to do that. You could try to incorporate that, but you're not going to be able to. And you're going to want to train naturally like that too. You're going to want to run in trails. You're going to want to climb a tree. You're going to want to lift up something heavy. You're going to want to push something that's uneven. And the reason why, because you want to train your body so that it's ready for that. Right? Imagine if I'm just used to lifting up in one position and I could lift up so much weight and so much weight, right? But my body's only used to that one movement and that one set movement. Now imagine if I'm trying to move something heavy that I'm not used to. That's natural. What's the chances of me maybe even injuring myself? Pretty high chances. Or what if I'm not gonna be as strong to even move it? I'm gonna say, holy shit. Think about it. You could lift heavy weight, but you ever try to move furniture? It's hard to hold something like this and move it. But guess what? Our bodies are designed to move and lift in all different situations. So get the fuck out, do something outside too. Everything is not just about structure and being correct form, but it's also about doing, yeah, I did the air quotations, I'm one of those douchebags. But it's also about being able to move weight and move it oddly. That's why strongman is cool, because it teaches you how to move weight oddly. So I'm not bashing perfect form, because everybody knows I love perfect form and I think that's a great way of developing your body. But understand, you need to do abnormal movements too to get strong. It complements it, and it's going to get you stronger too. And it's going to make you build the muscle and endurance differently, and the strength, because you're increasing the body's adaptability and you're putting more stimuli. Your body's faced with more stimuli, so you're going to be forced to grow and develop. As always, I hope this helps. It's your boy Big John. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and go to the greatest website in the world, www.body-forward.com.